Phillies on Acer.
Wait, what the hell were these names? Oh no.
God. Okay, well, we're in. And we're starting off real quick with, with Rex picking up the first round. What the heck are we even watching?
I don't know, but it's the grand finals.
I'm not gonna say half of these names. I'm just gonna say the first letter of their name because I'm not falling for this. I will cast or curse this team. I will cast or curse this team if I have to. All right. Acer, the favorites to win the tournament, goofing it up a bit now with some silly names. We'll see if they actually win this one, or it's going to be Achilles with the opening frag. Basil Maz, able to find a trade, but more players from the side. Acer picking up kills. Slow rifle round here, as Rise and Nadix are left on the side of Wrecked. Nadix taken out, and it's all down to Rise. Don't think we saw Rise play in last match for Wrecked.
Oh,
ooh,
that
nearly making him pass those double nades. Rise finding another. Can he turn around? No, he can't. Acer finding one. So it's now 1-1 between Wrecked and Acer. Rise finding the first pick. Onto the side of Acer. It's man advantage given to Wrecked. As one more swings out and finds Rise. There's the trades from Basil Maz, finding two, but is traded out. Wrecked does still have man advantage as Saikilo finds one of his own. Fizz out of the round, though. Saikilo's aware of this player down below. The frag comes in, but it's not going to connect. It's going to bounce off the wall. Does Saikilo swing close here? Yes, he does, but it's not going to be enough until he's...
Still get the nade from
Still get the nade. The martyrdom is Wrecked. Picks up the round.
Maybe it could be the name curse. Who knows?
It is the name curse. What is going on here? Acer being a bit of trolls, but they've lost 2 rounds already. They've only picked up 1. This is not good for them starting on call on his side.
He takes off Clev.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's Clev. Saikilo taking out Clev. Ooh, that close nade on Nadix, scary. As Rise gets taken out of the round as well. Basil Maz is able to find the trade. But man advantage. It's given to Acer. Acer able to pick up another as Nadix finds the trade. And Saikilo able to find one of his own onto Achilles. Evened up now. Wrecked. They want to get as many rounds as possible as early as possible. And that's exactly what's going to happen. 3-1.
Getting that early lead is really crucial, especially for grand finals like this.
Oh yeah.
Any momentum you can gain, you'll take it.
Any bit of momentum works here in Wrecked's favor. But remember, they do have to perform a bracket reset. Wrecked has lost to Acer and been knocked to the lower bracket by them, meaning that Wrecked not only has to beat them in order to be even with them, but then beat them a second time in a best of 3 to win the tournament.
So this could go for at least 2 hours.
It could, but if Acer is going to be trolling, messing around this first series, then we might see it go by fairly fast. Fizz being taken out. Nadix alone here on the safe side of the map. How does he hold it? Does he call for his teammates to rotate in? Achilles finds one of his own on the side kilo as Nadix is calling out that they're now on the A site. Finds one. Can he find a second? It's trailing in. No, he can't. He opts to fall back. The retake is in full swing here as Acer should be getting that scanner. The scanner actually getting picked out. The scanner's dropped in Rahab spawn. This is a bad situation for Acer. They have to recover that scanner and plant when they already have the site.
Just as a note, there's no more scanner sound being picked up anymore. So you gotta go with your instincts.
Shots coming out. Achilles finds Nadix. It's 2 players locking down this A artifact. Swings out, finds Basil. As Achilles rotates into Ninja. Rise able to find the first. Can he find the second onto Achilles? He knows where he is. His eyes are trained. The swing comes in from Achilles. Does Rise counter swing? Oh, it's a bad position and it's a trade. It's a trade, but the scanner's down, so Acer is going to win the round.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, when that angle is so tough to deal with. As soon as you swing around from 45, as soon as you swing around from backside, that specific box, whoever is defending the scanner can just swing off of Ninja at any point. And it's so hard to win that fight when you're not the one swinging.
True.
It's just angle after angle, and it's so hard to win if you have Rahab in the post plant. If you have Rahab spawn in the post plant, excuse me.
Did they cross each other in the smoke?
I think so. Oh, Basilmaz being taken out by a player of Acer. As Rise is also taken down by Clev. Man advantage here for Acer, swinging close, but Nadix is able to find one, immediately traded out. Another round for Acer on the board. 3-3. They aren't messing around anymore. Three players from Rect positioning towards this A side of the map, but there's not a lot of presence from Acer towards this A side of the map. Looks like it's going to be a B-centric round here, as there could be nades flying down mid. Not going to connect with the bunker player as Basilmaz is able to pick up Clev in mid. Basil down, locking down this B site. As there's finally presence towards A, as Fizz picks up one. Man advantage in the favor of Rect. It's 2 players left for Acer. As Bunker and A are locked down. Scanner's going to be down on highway. As we see Rect pushed all the way up into Colonist spawn. Playing B stairs, how does Acer manage to get out of this situation? They have B site, but Scanner's on the opposite side of the map. They're able to find Nadix, but how do they continue pushing? They find the trade, and it's all down to Achilles in a 1 versus 3. Pushing through bunker, all these players are locked down on the colonist spawn side of the map. Trying to spam through the smoke. Achilles not going to find enough damage for the kill, as it's 3 players. Split, intersection, and the forklift. Shots exchanged. One's close, but it doesn't even matter because Fizz takes out Achilles all the way from colonist spawn. What a push forward. What a call to say that the scanner was lurking and that it was a mistake. And Rect took great advantage of that. They immediately pushed forward. They took that entire side of the map. And there was just nowhere for Achilles to go at that point.
Exactly. If you see that scanner, that's a VIP target right there for any Rayabs. They will prioritize you over anybody else.
But it looks like A is going to be the main target here of the push from Acer. Good nade going to do a bit of damage, but Fizz is immediately taken out on forklift. Swinging in close now. Clev able to find one. But he's immediately... Oh, wait, actually picking up a second as there's finally one trade coming in, but it's all already down to Basil Maz as he finds a second and a third, but it's traded out by Clev. Clev with 3 in the round, Basil with 3 in the round. 4-4, and even half between Rekt and Acer on Miru.
Yeah, that was a fast round.
That was a fast half in general. We didn't see that many slow rounds. The only time it was slow is when it came down to non-clutch situations. It came down to just 1-on-1s and 2-on-2s. Oh, man. Opting for a pretty even split across the map here. Acer, let's see how they rotate in. Rekt is already out long. They're playing close 90 and they're out B short. Basil Maz and Fizz finding the picks onto B site. That's immediately given up. Nade is not going to connect with sight, and Scanner is going to go down. Playing in close here. How do they find the pick on elbow? It's a good nade, but both players, one from each team, smoked out on elbow. How do they find it as Achilles swings out wide and finds Saikilo on B short? One playing tuck, one playing long, as one player comes in from the flank for Acer on B stairs, taking shots. How do they work this out? 2 there, as Nadix and Rise line them up. Beautiful work as Basil picks up the last in the round, and it's Rekt to be ahead in this colonist side.
Yeah, they picked up another pistol round.
Good job from Rekt. Exactly what they need. They need to keep the momentum in their favor. Heavy B play here from Rekt. How do they do it this time? There's 2 players on elbow and nobody on the site. They've just walked right on. They're not even going to plant because they don't want to have to worry about the nades. Late nade going to come in, not going to connect with anyone as Nadix picks up a trade with Achilles. 2 players left on the side of Acer. They've got to retake this from wherever they can. Post-plant positions are locked down for Rekt. Swinging out from elbow, good nade from Bust. But not going to be able to pick up Basil Maz as he finds the headshot. 6 rounds for Rekt. They're looking to take this map strong. They do not want this to be close.
Not at all. We tend to see the people that goes towards B, it tends to try to focus plant after they fully cleared elbow and CT. Because those nades are a big threat no matter what.
They are a big threat. Unless you're going to bait the plant noise and then swing out, then there's no point in planting when you can just die from a nade from anywhere. Saikilo finding a trade with Clev. Full entry onto the site. Nade not going to connect with those players. 90 swinging out on elbow. 2 players are here with the nades and one gets taken out. Fizz is down. Scanner is down on the site. As now 2 players from Acer, 3 players from Acer are all ready for this retake. Nobody close in elbow, but one ready to swing. Basil finding one, but is immediately traded out. Rise able to find one of his own, but Nadix is down. 1 versus 1. How does Rise play this? Scanner's down in the perfect position.
There's a lot of options. Could go long, could wait up mid.
Oh, the swing, the immediate swing, and Rise picking up the round for Rekt. 7-4. They're shutting Acer out right now.
Yeah, there's not much to say. They're exploiting the weaknesses by knowing the side, go straight to fight them.
Yeah. I mean, Acer just had the opportunity to watch Rekt play for an hour. And I don't know why they're losing this. They should have all the information and all the advantages onto them.
It may be because a new player is playing in. And...
True. I mean, but Rise is also playing in now for Rekt. They've switched up their roster. So I don't know if you can account a roster switch for it, because all these players are very skilled. Rise getting that first pick onto Clev.
One CT.
And plant goes down. Looks like we got one player pushing out of the smoke from bunker stairs, getting traded out immediately by Saikilo. Saikilo with 2, taken down finally by Achilles. And playing forklift now. Rise is able to pick up 1. It's once again a 1v1 between the same 2 players. How does Rise do it? He takes shots. The nade is not going to connect. It goes off to the side in a bad spot.
All he has to do is to wait. He has 15 seconds left.
I mean,
literally,
All Acer's players have to do here is tap. But no, time's going to be running out. Only 2 seconds to get on the scanner. He has to hold it. He has to hold it. And Rise finds the pick. No opportunity. Shutting him out. Double the score. 8-4. Wrecked at map point for Miru. Well, nobody was expecting this. Nobody at all.
Rise might become the MVP player here. Correct. Everyone's still holding their knives above, as if you can still kill yourself.
Yeah, we all have PTSD. It's okay. I'm sure you do it sometimes. Another very strong B play immediately coming out. 3 players out B short. That nade is going to connect with 1. Achilles able to get 2 entry picks, 3 entry picks into the round as he trades with Fizz, but Sight is still going to be given up. 2 players now swinging in, trying to get those nades on the site. Not going to connect as 1 swings out from behind. It finds an 8x. Psykilo with the trade though, as he's alone. Has to find all of the work from B short. Finds another. Can he find the next 2? Can he find 4 picks in the round? 1 versus 2 for Psykilo.
This is map point too.
He should know that 1 is playing close on backside, but he's very weary of his flank here.
He has all the time in the world to make a play here.
Yeah, minute 5, both players locked up in corners on the B site. If Psykilo is able to recover any nades off of these bodies, then he could easily clear a corner. But both these players are just posted up ready to swing.
If he has a scanner, he could go A.
Nope. I don't think he has. Scanner's down. I believe scanner's down on... I'm looking. I don't know if I see it or not. He might actually have it. He might be looking for a pick, though, first.
Oh,
but it's going to be a trade instead of just a pick. Unfortunate situation as Acer gets the 5th. They still need to win 4 rounds, though, if they want to have the advantage in this first series.
Yeah, the triple kill in that round from Achilles. I mean, really, is that the tone for that round right there?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like they're trying to go A here.
Ooh, early nades on the A. Swing out from Clev, but he's going to be taken out by Psykilo. Bunker control hasn't been given up, though, yet. There could be an easy swing here as Fizz gets taken out from backside. There is the swing. Swings again, finds Rise, and able to swing again and take a little damage onto a third. Basil picking up the trades, though. It's 2 versus 3 in favor of Wrecked. They're able to find a trade, and it's 2 versus 1, 1 versus 1. Basil, the captain. How does he play it?
1 minute 15.
Oh, it's the same angle. It's Ninja once again. The nade! Oh, it's cooked for too long! As he walks up close. Acer picking up the round.
He literally could have had that
easy
nade.
Kill.
Oh
I mean,
God.
you throw the nade just half a second sooner. If it doesn't go off, then you know he's going to swing. If it goes off too early, you're not going to get the kill, and you end up with a situation like that. So unfortunate. A nade determining how that round ends. But Wrecked, remember, they are still up here.
You just need to kill 5 people or get the plant. It's not that hard, but it can't be hard.
Well, they've gotten the plant, but they've lost some of those rounds too.
Exactly.
A presence, good nades, but not going to do enough damage from Acer. They hear the cough, but Fizz just swings out anyways. And the nade from Clev finds Nadix. Sight's going to be given up, but man advantage is also going to be given up as well. Acer here in a great situation to retake, as Scanner is down on Forklift, and they're already retaking. Psykilo and Basil Maz versus 4. Playing on close stack. Basil able to find 1, but Psykilo needs to find something from stack, sneaking up on Ninja. Actually opting to sneak up on Bunker, now taken out as Basil tries to find another, but is dead to Acer. 7 and 8. This is getting real close. This is getting real uncomfortable, and it's looking like what we had for 8 Basils and Determined and Acer and 8 Basils previously. Too close for comfort. Aggressive play from the Acer's player in tunnel here, but Fizz is going to be able to take him out. That's Clev, gone out of the round as it's a B push. One player playing close in tuck. Achilles able to find two. Does he find the trade? No, he doesn't. Basil and Nadix are able to find the refrags, and it's down to a 2 versus 2. Fizz and Nadix need to do everything in their power here to shut out these last two players. Sneaking close along the smoke. How does Acer's roster round this one out?
They need to know their position.
Oh, they know. The smoke is just barely going to miss elbow, and now they have more room to play. Scanner's got to be baited out. Smoke coughing. There's coughing. Do they go for the swing? The footsteps are there. They're going for the spam. There's a little bit of damage. But Fizz, he's playing close, and they get the round.
Let's go.
They find a trade, and Fizz cleans it up. Wrecked, finding the first map in this long series, 9-7 against Acer.
And remember, folks, like, they can take the next map, but they have to do it again. So,
oh, yeah.
It ain't over.
If Wrecked win this next map, that means they've won the first best of 3. And there is a bracket reset. All right, let's get back in. Looks like we're going to be going to Suna.
I think they're missing a player right now.
Yeah, they are. I'm sure they'll be in shortly. Man, I can't wait to have a map for Miru.
Tarmac's on it, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Tarmac has also been a bit busy today playing, so...
It's on his list, though. I've talked to him.
Yeah, it's there. I appreciate Tarmac. He's done a good job communicating with the community. As much discontent as there is right now, I appreciate the real communication that's coming through from some of the devs.
Well, it looks like Acer has decided to get all custom names now.
Baba Booey. At least it's not a complete troll name. At least it's just a meme. All right.
It is.
Okay, never mind. Baba Booey has left the server.
Oh my god.
God.
Maybe crashing?
Maybe. Looks like we'll do a reset. Oh, Taquito's back. Okay.
Is he back in time?
He's back. And it looks like we're going to go live like this.
Yeah, it's a 5v5. He's in for
5v5, we're live. As we see Acer pivoting towards this B side of the map. Oh, thank God for full spectator UI on my end.
Not me. Watching the stream.
Looks like he push up cats like Kilo. He's got the first with a nade. As he swings close, he's going to get taken out by Clev. Close nade to try to take out Clev as he swings down. Fizz is able to find the trade with Nadix as he gets finally traded out. B-side's going to be given up. 3 players now crossing as a little bit of damage comes through onto Acer. 2 versus 3. Rise and Basilmaz have to do something here. Early swing out from Cat could be the difference maker in the round. Now he's playing the edge of smoke. Drops down the box. They know he's lower as one rats in on site. One coming in from long. They've got to know that Ninja is the play here. Rise is able to find the entry. It's 2 versus 2. 1 versus 1 as Rise finds a trade. Who wins this fight? Is it Ace or is it Wrecked? It's going to be Wrecked for the pistol round.
Another pistol round for Wrecked.
1-0 up for Wrecked. They want to win this series. They want to send Acer out of the tournament. But remember, we still have a long road to go. Wrecked, they've got to win this map and 2 more if they want to do it. It's a treacherous road, but the faith is there. The hope is there for Wrecked. Wrecked going to be playing pretty even across the board with 3 players clearing out A main and 2 on B. It's going to be a fast cap push. A good nade is going to force Acer to swing out on Cat as Saikilo finds the first. He goes in for the second. He finds the second as it's 3 players who are lacking behind on B long, not able to time their push correctly with Cat. They get smoked off, and now it's even harder for them to get in. Fizz finds the first. Isn't going to be a flawless. It's going to be 4 picks in favor of Rekt. It's all down to just 1 as Nadix takes him out. Almost a flawless round from Rekt.
Yeah.
That was beautiful coordination. We saw a player from Rekt post up in graffiti and toss a nade overhead into Cat, which allowed Saikilo to swing completely safely because the players had to tuck from the nade. That is such good coordination. And the fact that they just topped it off with a smoke to stall the long push, even better. The coordination from Rekt here is absolutely pristine.
I can agree. Yeah, I can agree more, bro. This
is what you have on the best teams. Not only do you have players that can win 1v1s, mechanical skill like Kleb taking out Rise right now, but you also have players who are able to swing off each other like Rekt, getting those free picks onto the A main area and actually pushed all the way up the pillars. Scanner's going to be down. It's a 2 versus 2, and this should be called. Fizz should be calling this, and Saikilo should be running his ass over there right now. B's given up, but Scanner is in pillars. A call out that nobody actually gets to say very often.
It's a place no actions can seen too.
Yeah. Maybe you see alert kill there, but
there's also a lot of position on pillars, so there's a lot of...
So many angles you can play off of. 1 player going from A main, 1 player going from lower tons. How does Acer take this back? Fizz here might be opting to play through the window in order to find a pick onto Taquito. There are footsteps. Taquito, he spots the outline of Fizz. He knows they're playing long. How do they retake this scanner? There's 40 seconds on the clock, and they're going to swing in on Fizz close. Fizz needs to be hearing these footsteps, but he turns around. The snap turn screws him over as Saikilo is able to pick up 1. It's a 1 versus 1 as he picks up the scanner. Good nade to do damage, but there's 30 seconds left as Taquito finds the nade onto Saikilo. Acer picking up their first round on Suna, and he's dusting off his palms. Wow.
I don't think that was a
round. That was just a nade battle. It was just a nade battle.
Yeah. The scanner was such an anchored position to take it back and then run to the site.
I think you can just say that whole round was unorthodox.
It doesn't happen all the time. I'll say that.
Very weird round. Scanner it down in a weird position. A triple push on one side of the map. Wild. Absolutely wild. First pick going in favor of Acer here. Is going to be taken out. 2 on the A side of the map for both players as Acer sees an even spread. Smoke out on long. Nate is going to be cooked, but there is coughing. There is positions revealed for Acer. As Saikilo finds the first with a nade. One's going to be trapped in the smoke on long cross. How do they deal with this? Saikilo having to be so weary. As he drops down, he's going to get shot in the back. Oh, man, Saikilo out of the round.
They haven't
Acer has man advantage 4-2.
Could still be worth a guy being backset.
True. There's 2 players still up for Rekt, and they actually have a 2 versus 3 here. The swing in close. Can they find it? Basilmaz finding 1. Finding 3! Oh my goodness, it's a 2 versus 4! Basil with 3 and Nadix to clean up the rotator. High 5! Wow!
That was such a retake.
Oh man! Please tell me we got that. Please tell me we got that.
We got that.
Oh my god, that's a clip. That is a clip for Basil.
See, in this situation like that, you go ballsy, W key it, and just...
Clip it and ship it. Rekt, they've got their spray all on the walls. They're going crazy right now.
Hey, they're feeling it.
They're feeling it, man. They are feeling it. Props to them.
And the 2v4, they can't do much. So best thing is just W key it.
Fizz going to try to lock down mid this round while Nadix is playing for the info on Cat. Saikilo's pushed up close. Does Nadix call for it? Oh, the double nade. And he backs up. Nades to stall the push from both sides, actually. No push to Cat and no push up long yet. The swing is about to happen, though. Acer swinging out, finding damage onto the player ladder. It's Saikilo, dead from the grenade. Coughing coming through the smoke as Nadix plays through the smoke perfectly, but gets naded and punished for it. Rise posted up on lower here. How does he try to counter this plant? He can't. A perfect smoke to give a one-way. And Acer, 2 rounds on the board. They're closing the gap. Another aggressive play from Rekt. Do they get a pick here? Oh, they shoot forward. Can they find one of Acer's players off guard? Basilmaz pushing up from behind, but Nadix is going to find 2 on long. Scanners down. Rekt should be calling this, and Basilmaz should just be abandoning this. They should be abandoning this play. They have scanner info long, but he's opting for the lurk. Shots fired. And Basilmaz finally falling off, waiting for info from his teammates. Clev posted up mid here. He spots the player. Lower tons. But how does Basilmaz counter this? He's going to get shot in the back here if he's not careful. Basil goes for the swing. He finds the pick, but there's nobody to respond. Clev has to fight 3 on long to get this scanner. Such a tough position as Taquito hears Basilmaz and finds him on the flank as Nadix picks up Clev. It's a 1 versus 3 for scanner. 54 seconds on the clock. Clev is dead.
I think
and
Taquito
is all on his own.
Not sure if he's
No. I'm here. Hello? What's up? You good, Quick? Because I'm still in game. We got Taquito. 30 seconds. Not even going to find the first. Nadix taking him out. It's 4 rounds for Rekt, 2 for Acer. I think Quick might be dying. Just a short comms error. It's all good. We're immediately back into the action. We're going to see an even split here from Rekt. 1 player posting up towards mid, 2 on each side. Welcome back, Quick. Pretty interesting rounds. Nah, you're good, man. You're good. We've got the action still rolling. We've got 4 players in mid from Acer. This is wild.
Sometimes the wildest plays pays out the most.
Yeah, it's true. That's why Rekt's been getting free picks by pushing up on A. Ooh, early nades. Not connecting with anyone, though. As there's a bait smoke on long, Nadix is able to find the first as Clev finds a trade onto Fizz. Scaffold is going to be given up. Acer can push through here and clear out both sides of the map. Rekt is completely split. It's 2 and 2 on each site. Saikilo playing close. Cat avoiding those nades. It's a bombardment as he swings in close. Not going to find any damage, though. Nadix is here to support him as the scanner is on catwalk. 1 player coming in, Clev. He has to watch his flank. It's Basilmaz finding a trade as the B site has been given up. It's all down to Rise in the 1 versus 3. He gets tagged on the cross. Goes for the pick. Not going to get it. 3 rounds for Acer. Pretty even scoreboard for both these teams. We'll have to see who picks up the slack here. These teams are pretty evenly matched right now, but we did see Rekt take Miru, which was a very big upset. Posted up here, Basilmaz getting 1. Oh man, but the trades are coming in immediately. 3 picks for the side of Acer. It's all the way down to Nadix and Rise, but where is the scanner going? It's going to A, and Rise knows it. He's got to find this next pick if he wants a chance at winning this round. Clev versus Rise, who wins the 1v1. 1 player trying to support Clev on the ramp push. But scanner's down. If Rise finds Clev, then it's a 1 versus 1. He spots him, but not enough shots going to connect. Remember, one of these 2 players is lit on the side of Acer. Rise can just lock down the scanner on long. I don't know why he's pushing. But this last Acer player is going to try to clear out long for the scanner. Rise pushed up real close. Who gets this pick? Who gets the drop shot? He swings and it's a trade! Acer picking up the round because they still have a player left alive after that. 4-4, perfectly even half. We've got Wrecked on the Colonist side, and we've got Acer on the Rayab side. Oh, man. This is going to be a close one.
Really close.
Acer's finally picking it up, huh? Once again, pretty even split. It seems these teams love 2, 1, and 2. Acer gonna have to lock down on this defense here. But on Colonist's side, Fizz getting the first pick. It's Wrecked opening up. Man advantage in favor of Wrecked as scan starts for them. Oh, clean sweep now as Rise picks up the round, and it's Wrecked at 5 and Acer at 4. Still a pretty even split on these two teams here for the leaderboard. We'll have to see if Acer can tie it up here, or if Wrecked decides to pull ahead. Ooh, early trade coming out. Rise is down, but Fizz finds a trade. Immediate refrag onto Fizz as he's taken out of the round.
They're storming by Sarah now.
Lev storming on as Basil's able to find one. Can he lock down the site on his own? His teammates are here to support. And it's a 2 versus 2.
Nadix and Basil's, you can't name a better duo for
this
clutch.
Nadix swinging in close, but he's going to get taken out. It's all down to Basil. Oh, finds the first. Can he find the second? No, he can't. It's Taquito to get it. We're tied up 5-5.
The team names.
Yeah, we got to swap team names.
Yeah.
Acer on the Rayab side, on the defense, and Wrecked on Colonist side. It is a close match. I mean, even if we had these names on the wrong side, you probably wouldn't be able to tell who's who. It's so close here on Suna. We're on map 2. Remember, Wrecked performing an upset, taking map 1. We'll see if they can push us to another series the second time around. They're putting a hard push onto the A site as Fizz is able to find an entry, but Acer has their picks. Acer has their 3, their 4, as it's all down to just Nadix in a 1 versus 4 situation. Finds the first. Can he find the next? He's got sight all to himself, but there is going to be one player on Juke swinging out close. He finds the second. 1 versus 4. It's all possible here for Nadix.
As well,
he has double nades. He has double nades.
Oh, he has more util on Sweet.
Connecting. Yeah, he does, but does he realize that? It does his teammates call it out. Taquito's just playing sound here. Oh, shots coming out. How does Nadix play this?
You don't have to push him right now, but
yeah, he realizes he has utility.
Which could be huge.
Deep. Oh, he's actually going to look for the pick. He has 50 seconds. He's coughed, and he knows the positions of both players. It's so winnable here for Nadix. The 1 versus 4, but it's a trade. 3 picks of the 4 that he needs. And there's a cheer from the last Acer player as they're finally up. They have the advantage.
Yeah, this is good. This is giving me MVM vibes a little bit, but 7 hours in, these guys, they still got it. Most people would not be able to play after this amount of time.
Oh, mid presence. This player's going to get pinched in lower tons. 2-1. And it's Kleb to find the pick on the Fizz. But Basil finds his own. Good pick from Basil again.
They literally could go A right now.
They could.
Well, they don't have the
they're throwing away their picks. They don't have the info, and it's 3 versus 1 now.
That's on Graffiti.
Graffiti all alone. 3-1. Need to clear out underpass. There's a swing, and it's going to be Rise to find the pick.
6-6. Tied up again.
B-side tilt here for Wrecked. Seems they're going to be working this B-side of the map with 2 players in mid, 2 towards B, 1 lurking A main. As well as Acer having a slant towards A. They're playing underpass very heavily. Good nade, but not going to connect. Ooh, Psykilo taken out early. That's unfortunate, but Fizz is able to find an equalizer to make it 4 versus 4. 2 versus 2 here on long. The smokes are an advantage of Wrecked. 1 player sets up on Ninja. It's Taquito to find both players long. That scanner down. The comms are flowing in. And Acer with man advantage. Basil on the flank, though. Finds 1. Basil in a 1 versus 3 situation here. Can he pick up any more? No, he can't. Acer with 7.
Dude, this is going back and forth.
Oh, man. We're going to be here for a while, aren't we?
None of these teams wants to give it up. At this point, it's who can help play the other better. Oops,
finding that opening frag on Cat. That's great for him.
Can you get the snade?
5-4. Acer actually going to smoke off their own scaffold so they can try to get to underpass and B. But the push is actually coming out on A. They've completely bamboozled Acer. And it's 3-1. Wrecked looking to even this up again at 7-7. Scanner's going to go down, and this is a tough situation. 45 seconds on the clock. Start your timers. Nade. No potential to find a kill. It's Nadix here, playing close. Does he go for the swing? Yes, he does, and he finds the headshot.
Only
throwing the knife into the body. The BM. They want this.
Oh, yeah.
They want this more than any other team right now.
They want to dethrone the champions from the past, Crest.
Oh, yeah.
It might happen.
It was 8 Basils, right? 8 Basils won the last Crest League.
No, it was Acer, I believe.
Oh, it was Acer. Right. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure 8 Basils was also in the top 4 as well. We have the same top 4 as last time.
Basically. Yeah. The Vortex didn't play today.
Yeah, so. Vortex didn't play today, sadly. Slow round now. It's almost like we're at 8-8, but we're actually at 7-7. Nobody wants to give up the first pick here. Clev get taken out by Fizz's nade. That was beautiful. As Fizz gets taken out by a traded nade. 4-4 as the A push is going to come out here. Player backside A here has to go for the swing on long. Able to find both Nadix and Rise. As now it's just 1. Basilmaz on A main. There's nothing to recover for him as Psykilo gets taken out. 1 versus 4 once again for Basilmaz. How does he react?
How does the captain do it? What's his plan?
Able to possibly find the underpass kill here. Nope. Not even going to get that. Map point. Suna point for Acer. But not match point.
These KD spreads are really well spread out for Acer.
Mm-hmm.
Much less on Rex side, but at least they have 2 of their top fraggers and more kills than the top fraggers of Acer right now, so...
True, true.
This could change, though.
Heavy presence on to B here from both sides. As we see a swing on the cat, it's a good flash, but Saikilo is still going to get taken out by the blinded player. Clev finding 2 on long, but Rise is able to find a trade as Taquito takes him out. And wow, Basilmas taken out. It's Acer with a clean sweep on this last round. We are 1-1. We're going to Kitty.
Oh, this is going to be great. Tactical Pain with the Prime sub.
Let's go.
Thank you for the Prime sub, Pain. I'm still watching the chat, so.
Oh, yeah. Gotta keep an eye on the community, you know? Gotta make sure everybody's hyped up for the game.
I think there's some issues with the teams right now, but...
Yeah, we'll get it sorted out. They're swapping sides and all that.
Use this time to warm up.
And we got full UI. Let's go.
Use this time.
Never mind.
I got half UI. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to have Acer starting on the Rayab side.
Match starting. Get ready.
And Wrecked on the Colonist side.
Round starting.
What do we think, everyone? Acer or Wrecked?
Place your bets.
Oh, yeah.
Personally, I'm kind of broke right now because I spent 10k on a roll in Discord. I got it, so.
That's fair. Basilmaz finding the opening pick. It's in a hard A push here from Acer, as Fizz is able to find one of his own. It's 5-3 now, as Saikilo is able to find one of his own as well, but he does get traded out. 4-2, 4-1, as Rise finds a pick with the grenade. Abandoned on site now. Taquito all alone. How does he get swung? Excuse me, not Taquito on site. It's Taquito to try to find the pick. Basilmaz taking out Taquito. Great work from him. Wrecked up 1-0. Can they keep the lead, though, going into the rifle rounds?
There seems to be an every here push on the side of Wrecked with one guy.
Yeah, another A hit. They're going to be a bit quiet here on the start of the push. Oh, a good nade. Doesn't connect with anyone, though. It's going to do a little damage as Basil is able to find an entry pick. 4-4 now. As shots through the smoke, finding trades. As Rise swings out back sight and finds Clev.
Stu or CT wall looking to get towards the site.
3-2. They've got to get Scanner down as Nadix picks up another. It's all down to Taquito. And Nadix takes him out. 2 rounds for Wrecked. They're starting with a strong lead.
Especially on Colonist. It's big.
Oh, yeah. Colonist on this map is so tough for so many teams.
Most teams would have opted for a B attack, as there's less angle to clear, but also it's easier to get flanked.
Finally switching over to B now. This could be predictable, though. 2 hard hit A rounds, and now they're going to be going B. Sadly, Acer whiffs their nades, but so does Wrecked. The smoke is not good for waves, and they are immediately pushing up here. Do they find the player? Ali, yes they do. And Basil has already cleared out CT. 1 player now It's Taquito, abandoned on site. Can he hold this for Acer as the flank comes in? He's only able to find Nadix. Rise takes him out as there's another one coming in from the side of Basil Maz. Basil Maz finding that pick onto the rotating players as it's all down to Clev and one more. Able to find the pick with the Vitiaz. 3-2 now. Good nade into cave, but not going to connect with Clev as Clev swings out. And the patience is perfect from Rise as he finds one, but they're cleaning it up. It's a 1 versus 1. Skinner gets tapped. Skinner gets tapped again.
Does he know he's behind
How does
him?
Rise do it? Oh, Rise is wrapped around the other side. And he wins the 1v1, 3 rounds for Wrecked.
Not sure if he would have heard audio right there. Because he was still looking the other way, but... Good job by him. Sometimes keep it varied can definitely help you on attack.
Another early B-side take here from Wrecked. Immediately pushing up onto this one player in the smoke. Fizz does find him, but there is a nade that takes out Basil Maz. A 4 versus 2 pinch onto the site. Fizz finds both entries into sight as Clev comes in on the flank. Scanner is down. In cave. It's a 2 versus 2.
That's a rough position to jump the scanner in.
The retake is so tough here. With Scanner down, you essentially have to have a colonist retake of map control. They've already did their main push, and it's even more difficult now. They do spot Clev. The nade is going to push him out of position. He goes in for the swing, but he's taken out. Does the player swing from White Wall? We'll have to see. 2 players lined up here for the swing on White Wall. How do they react? There's the first. Clev finds it. Can he find the second? Oh, it's a trade. And Acer is going to pick up their first round on the Rayab side.
Clev got 4 kills that round.
Honestly, should have been a round for Wrecked. They really messed up that 2v1. They had that. And if they had any utility, they could have easily cleared out Skate Park, but I'm assuming they didn't. Acer finally getting a little bit of momentum. We'll see how they continue to hold on to it. Getting a bit aggressive here. Oh, the nades are just cleaning up house here as the A push is completely shut down and exposed. And another push from Clev. He finds all 3.
Oh my god.
Beautiful work.
Another 3K from Clev. I mean,
Yeah.
the Vegas
Absolutely beautiful.
is good in this Mira Kitty is still an SMG dominant map, and it shows.
Oh yeah. There are some specific angles that work really well with longer range weapons, but for the most part, swing, swing, and more swings. That's how this map feels. Shots coming out. Fizz is taken out early in the round, but because of the aggression, more picks coming out for Acer. It's just a clean sweep. Wow. Basil left all alone on the other side of the map.
They're just running together.
Yeah,
in harmony.
1 versus 5. How do you do this? Swaying his arms across bridge. Acer are having fun with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're trying to knife him. But Basil's able to find Clev as he's finally traded out.
So they still have a whole 3 maps of a buffer before they start to get worried.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I mean, they could just shut it down and, you know, end the game here as well.
It's already 8:30 almost. It's been 8 hours and a half.
This tournament was supposed to be over 30 minutes ago, man.
Mm-hmm. They're all swimming.
Swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion.
At this time, they would have put in a show when they're doing that.
More nades, but it is going to be a B slant here from Rekt.
Ooh, only one site defending B.
Yeah, but they do have that alley player.
Someone lost his gun.
Down waves. Oh. Oh. That's unfortunate. Got to use a pistol. He's wasting time. He's got to go help his team here. As the push comes out, as Basil's able to find the trade from Fizz. 4 versus 4 as Basil finds another. 4 versus 3. As the numbers start clocking in, Psykilo and Basil Maz are able to find even more, but Clev is able to get a trade. All down to Nadix. 1 versus 1. Yeah, there's an AK.
Technically, it has the highest
Nadix is on site.
Shot damage.
What happens here? Oh, he's aware. Does Nadix have scanner? Yes, he does.
Just the Blendis and sound
Plant goes down, and now it's sound cues. Yep, it's a battle of sound here. Nadix has to time this swing. Oh, he makes a noise. He makes a footstep noise, and he swings out, and Nadix gets the pick.
It's all about sound cues at this point.
Yeah, and if you don't know, that cave on Kidi, if you hug the left wall too tight, the slant, if you try to climb up the slant of the side of the skate park, it'll actually push you down and make footstep noises because it's too steep. So if you hug it too tight, then you will give an audio cue and you will let the player on site swing you, which is terrible, and it's so difficult to counter.
It's probably even a it's a feature that was designed for it. I mean, it's a skate park, you know?
Yeah. Aggressive push onto A from Acer here. They're going to be clearing out the A side of the map. So Acer is prepared for the B side push. Pick from Basilmaz, though, is the entry.
You gotta start moving in fast, though.
Oh, man. The clock is ticking as this rotate comes in. Fizz is able to find a trade, and Basilmaz finds another. It's 4 versus 2. As Taquito tries to lock on the backside, he's able to find Basilmaz, but there's already 3 players on site trying to contest him. It's Rise to find Taquito because the gun isn't up. And he finds the second as well on the Clev. Good work from Rise.
We're switching sides.
Halftime with the 5 rounds in there on attack, but that's kinda nutty, honestly. Don't see that happening often.
Acer now with 3 rounds on the back foot on Colonist side. Let's get those names swapped on the UI. How do they play this? Seems like Rek is going for a pretty even split across the board here, but it's going to be a full rush out onto the A site. Clev and Taquito getting the opening picks. Great work as they're going to get the scanner down. Basilmaz comes in from behind on the bridge push and finds one alongside Fizz. There's trades coming in now as it's a 2 versus 2. The smoke clears and Nadix is able to pick up another. It's all down to 1 Acer player versus 2. Nadix and Basilmaz. The duo that we talked about oh so often. How do they win it? They win it by finding the pick on long. Wow, 6 rounds now for Rekt.
They could literally have a bracket reset right here, right now.
Yeah, it's looking like it. Acer's got to get their shit together, man. It's not okay. I know they're joking. I know they're memeing, but as soon as you start to joke around, like, you're going to give them the momentum. You're going to give them all the favors, and then you might not be able to bring it back. You might not be able to what, lock it in is a term? Yeah. Acer playing heavy towards mid this round, but there is one Rekt player pushed up into alley. Basil. It's Basil able to find one, but is immediately traded from Tarp. Scanner is spotted in mid. Sinead just barely misses. Hard push through arches here. It's Nadix on back site. He's able to find the first, but he gets naded out immediately.
But
there's a shot in the
right
back.
behind him.
Rise getting that headshot. It's a 2 versus 2. How do they react to this? Messing up the smokes just a little bit.
They have scanner
3
down.
smokes. Oh, goodness. They're just smoking in order to try to get this scanner in hand. As soon as there's coughing, though, they're going to spam through. Oh, what? Scanner's down. They've got it. And Rise and Taikilo have to work so hard to get this round. Taikito getting the first. And, oh, man. It's both dead. Acer, a 4th round.
It's really hard to know when someone's picking up the scanner because there's no sound cues for that anymore. So you can't just spam it.
Mm-hmm. They're going to be switching up their push to the A side now. Only Rise here to try to counter it, and he's immediately going to be shut down.
Good
trades.
1v4.
Yeah.
Or 1v3.
Oh, no, 1v3. 1v3. It's so hard to retake this side alone without any utility. Popping in the smoke, he's just got to swing out. He might find the first, and he does find the first, but it's a trade.
I mean, the overwhelming aggression on A.
Yeah.
They don't give them time to zip at all.
Well, the thing is, there was only one player for Rect on the actual site, which was Rise. So Acer just taking that makes sense. It just happened that they pushed at the right place at the right time.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of my games, but also luck in some ways.
True, true. You got to call strats sometimes and just get that 50-50 chance that you're pushing the right spot, as they're going to be making the call to push B now. 2 players set up on site that we're going to see a close interaction on Arches, and it's Fizz to win it. Nadix to pick up a nade kill onto Waves, as Clev finds one of his own nades. Another fight on Arches, as Clev and Taquito get their entry picks into B. It's a 2 versus 3 retake. As Clev is playing close on this wall, he goes in for the swing, but he's taken out. Oh, 2 picks in favor of Rect. It's a 2 versus 1, a 1 versus 1. Taquito versus Rise. Who wins this? It's Rise with the
flick.
That headshot. 7 rounds for Rect, 5 for Acer. What a shot from Rise. What a clutch. Show it off, man. You deserve it.
He's on a wreck now. He needs to show why he's on a wreck.
Yep. There's a reason he's on this team. Putting in the work, man. 10 kills. Basil actually the captain with 14. Wow. Leading his team in game and by kills.
IGLing and top fragging is a really hard thing to do at the same time.
Across all games in their entirety. Like, because you can't just focus in on your gunfights. You have to think about what the other team's doing, adapting. There's so many other factors that go into it. Early scuffle here on bridge. Clev is going to find one with the nade, but Nadix finds one of his own with the nade. Nade's now landing towards this B site as 2 players are posted up. Fizz on Arches and Nadix on the site. Fizz getting shot at through the smoke as Nadix finds the push on Cave. Basically able to come in and help Fizz on that push, but there's still one more player in Alley. Clev could easily flank 2 here, but he's only able to find 1, and it's 8 rounds for Rect. We're about to see a bracket reset.
Yeah, this is too hype.
Oh no. The fact that Rect lost to Acer earlier in the tournament, 9-6, 9-3, and now we're going to full distance is absolutely insane.
It's a vendetta story.
I believe this is the first time we'll actually get a bracket reset in Crest, is it not? We didn't have it in the November circuit. Like, Well, I can't recall the last time I've ever seen a bracket reset. I'll have to ask TO about that. Remember. Oh, Taquito with the first pick. There is a trade, though, from Saikilo and Rise. There are picks going in the favor of Wrecked, as it's all down in a 1v3. Let's just call him Long. Yeah. Oh, he's just gonna shoot himself. He gives the win to Wrecked. We're going to the bracket reset. He knew he couldn't win the 1v3.
It was probably a one shot.
Yeah, he was 4-10. He didn't believe in himself. Wow. Wrecked performing the bracket reset.
Are we starting to see the comeback of Wrecked on top of the Vail teams?
Maybe. The world may never know.
Mm.
Well, because of the seeding, I'm assuming we're going to see the same order of maps and sides. Unless one of these two teams wants to switch it up.
I want to see Mar as a joke.
No, we can't. We can't. It's not in the
map pool.
It's not in the map pool.
It's an underrated map.
Look, I'm going to just say it. I prefer the Mar rework because it's smaller, but there's still changes that need to happen. All right. I think it is still a map that should be in competitive rotation because as soon as we get our new artifact map, we have 5 maps and we should be doing pick and bans.
Yeah, we should have enough.
We'll have 5 maps for pick and ban soon enough.
You know, one map I want to see is Dig. It's been that word has been thrown a lot.
Oh yeah,
but they're cooking something. I can smell it.
Look, all I'll say is go back and watch the trailer. If you haven't watched the trailer, whether you're a new player that just got into the game and didn't see any advertising or just got told to buy it, or if you're somebody who's been here for a while and hasn't watched it, watch the trailer. Watch the 1.0 release trailer and you will be surprised, pleasantly surprised. That's all I can say. That's all I'm going to say. Looks like we're just waiting for these two teams to discuss the map resets and everything. We'll get into it in just a minute.
They're probably choosing which map to play.
I'd assume so. They're talking about it. Man, a bracket reset. That is.
You don't see that very often.
Ooh. I don't know how to feel about that.
Just more room for clips. Think about that.
Yeah, that's true. More room for Nadix to take back one of the top spots for Crest League points.
Maybe we see Nadix back in his prime. Who knows?
Maybe. I mean, a lot of people say like Wrecked and Vortex are washed teams now, but like they still have some of the most mechanically gifted players in the game. So I don't think you can call them washed when they're still competing at the top level, you know? If they drop down and they lost losers bracket or something like that, I get it. But just because they had a dip in performance for maybe few months when there was not much happening for the game, when nobody was playing the game, you can't really blame them.
No, because like there's no incentive to play right now. Yeah. But now it's like the game's fully out. It's fully released. 1.0's out.
We've got Quest players. We've got new maps. We got new content.
We got like live bring in. So.
Oh yeah.
You couldn't really say that last year.
Yeah, no, especially with the Unreal Engine 5.
And we won't talk about how disaster that was But
listen, I'm glad the game's on Unreal 5 now, but the time that it took to get there was a struggle. It was definitely a struggle.
It was a necessary sacrifice.
But hey, look at the game now. Hundreds of new players flowing in. I mean, seems like a Quest store is going absolutely crazy to get new players in. I mean, from the statistics I've seen so far, from the devs I've seen, they have more than 10 times more Quest players than they do native PC VR players. So
at their peak too.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Not a surprise, you know. Honestly, if I was me, I would have released it day one on all platforms. But you know, maybe there was some budget constraint or engine constraint.
Well, I mean, yeah, you got to make. Well, when it comes to just talking about it because we're waiting for the players to get in game, of course. When it comes to game design, specifically Quest and PC VR, you have to ship 2 different builds, and it takes so much effort to make sure that those builds line up as close as possible in continuity to make sure everything's consistent across the board while still having the performance changes and the engine changes needed for the Quest version of the game. You're basically developing 2 versions of the game and trying to keep them as close to the same as possible, which if you're not keeping track of, you're going to miss some things, you know?
I'm sure it was a very daunting task, but at last it came out, and look where we're at today. This. Yeah, there's a couple bump in the road, but we're starting Miro.
Oh, man.
Oh, actually not. We're waiting on the players.
Waiting on one player, but it does look like we're starting Miru. And I have 0 UI, so I'm going to try to rejoin as fast as I possibly can. Give me UI, game, I command to thee. And I still got none, but that's fine. We'll go without it.
Back to the AEXLAB's god to give me UI.
AEXLAB, please. I beg of you.
I mean,
like we're not actually starting it. There we go. All right. Bracket reset. We're in a fresh series. We see Acer on the Rayab side. We see Wrecked on the Colonist side. How do they push this? How do they hold this first pistol round of the bracket reset? Remember, we're in a fresh series. We got 3 maps to go. Early util from Acer. But nothing on the A side of the map from Wrecked. Wrecked quietly out B short. How do they not hear that as nades come flowing in now finally? Nadix staying back to support his team as Saikilo picks up another with a grenade. 1 player, 2 players close here on elbow, but the smoke is going to force their positions out. Scan starts early as a swing comes in, but nothing's found. 5 versus 3. The flank has to come in as there's 2 on flank. Swinging out from long. How do they find this? Nadix swinging out from long. Finds 1. Is he able to support his teammate on elbow? 1 versus 4 here for Acer. They're in a bad situation, as it's a trade between Saikilo and the last player on Acer.
Wreck, yeah, taking another pistol round.
Wrecked, yeah, taking another pistol. Good job from them. They're taking the initiative.
It's like a 3 push to B.
Early nades coming out, but not connecting with anyone. It's going to be Achilles bullets to connect with 3 players from Wreck. Oh, what just a flawless round, a clean sweep. The swings, Achilles with 3, and then 2 more players extending out from Acer, just finding the free picks.
What happened? It just happened so fast.
Just a speed run of that round. Straight dominance shown from Acer. Something that they should have been showing this entire series so far.
It's like, yeah, we might let you win pistol round, but rifle round?
Nah, it's ours. Looks like Recht is going for another B play, but there are 3 playing towards B here for Acer. Already out 90. Already out B short. How does Acer lock down this site? Shots out, and it's elbow dead. As Clev swings out on site and finds a trade. Nades are flying in towards the site, but they're not going to connect with the scanner going down. A scanner actually is going to get dropped. One player coughing in the smoke on elbow. Rai should be hearing this, but he gets traded instead. It's shots
elbow right now
to the bomb site. 2 versus 1, and Nadix finds the pick. 2 rounds for Rekt, 1 for Acer. Wow. Acer now gonna have to lock down their B side a lot better because Rekt knows they can take advantage of it, and that's why they're gonna be hitting it again. But Achilles with the early nade this time around takes out Fizz. As another pick comes in, Nadix also taken out with a nade. Psykilo tries to swing, but he gets taken down as Rise finds a trade of his own, and it's just 3 nade kills to find the second round for Acer.
Again, it's like one of them wins a swift round, and then the other one team just let's come back. It's like
it's just a team sweep, team sweep, team sweep, back and forth, back and forth.
And how consistently it happens is impressive too.
Yeah. Nades, lots of nades landing on this B side of the map, but now Rekt is playing much slower. One player all the way back at tunnels, playing for highway control, while the rest are lurking up towards B. Rekt slowly coming out long. The shots are exchanged, and Psykilo's gonna find the opening pick. Nades are now being thrown across as there's a little bit of damage onto elbow from the nade, but Psykilo's able to find the second as well. Swing comes out as Fizz gets taken down, and elbow control has been exchanged to Acer. Trade from Nadix. As one of the Acer players is pushed up into this smoke on site. Do the Rekt players opt for the spam through the smoke? Or what did they try to do here? 3 versus 2, 2 versus 2 as the flank takes out Basil Maz. As Psykilo finds a third. Have to be wary of the flank here. Out B short now. How does Acer deal with this? One player. Posted up elbow. As the swing comes out and Rise gets a trade. 3 rounds on the board for Rekt.
Just it's a 360 degrees in the last round. Constantly. I mean, no one is doing anything wrong. Everyone's playing in the right positions.
A quiet beginning of the round here. Just a few nades going off early. As Rekt with the scanner on chest, opting for another B push. Achilles finds a trade with Fizz, and now the nades are coming in to B long. You got to be careful with that as Rise gets taken out from a nade in B short. Swinging out towards B short now. We see the Acer players retaking the site before it's even been given up. 2 picks on Rekt, and it's all down to Basil Maz. It's just sweep after sweep like we've been saying.
Yep. I mean, it's been B all so far, so we could see an A difference here, or a more mid to A play. Which, I just called it. It's going to be an A play.
Yep.
They're reading my thoughts. Okay. Or maybe I can...
heading towards tunnel. Trade coming out towards B mid side of the map as there's a push in towards bunker. Rise taken out early, and so is Psykilo. As a push sets in on A, Fizz is able to find one, but Nadix is traded out as well as Fizz. 3 players left alive still for Acer when the round ends. 4 for them, 3 for Wrecked.
Opting for more cons control? No.
Early shots, but no damage exchanged. One of the Acer players pushed up to B stairs. These smokes are helping in position. But they're trying to nade him to clean him up. Shots towards A. 2 players posted up bunker here. How is Wrecked going to cross into sight? They do have the first pick, but how are they going to cross the site with these 2 bunker players spamming them down? 1 makes it across. 2 makes it across. And 1 stays on the lurk. Hazelmaz taken out from behind, but Psykilo is able to find the trade. Nadix able to find one of his own as man advantage is on the side of Wrecked. It's a 2 versus 2, 2 versus 1 now. Psykilo and Nadix versus Achilles. They're posted up on the same angle. And Psykilo is able to get the trade. Beautiful work, 4-4, even half. Let's switch those names over as Acer is now on the colonist side and Wrecked on the defense on Rayab.
So, will they take another pistol round? What do you think about that?
Tough calls. I'm not going to cast or curse it. I'm not even going to say anything. I have a thought in my head, but I'm not going to curse it. Lots of nades being exchanged both mid and B. Smoke's out on A, but the players are only just now coming out of tunnels. Nades are not going to do enough damage as Psykilo finds the opening pick with the G17. Close fight here on tunnels as Rise and Fizz are able to find one of their own, but Kleb trades out Fizz as Nadix finds a headshot onto Kleb. It's 1 player left now for Acer as it's 4 for Wrecked, and this is exactly what I thought would happen. Wrecked picking up the 4th pistol round, or actually, what, 4? 6? I can't even count anymore. However many pistol rounds. Almost every single pistol round they've won in this series. Shots exchanged on the B site. How does Long go in close for this? Long finds 1, but is immediately traded out by Psykilo.
Another pistol round. I don't know how they get that magic down, but they just do.
Yeah, the pistol work from Wrecked is absolutely beautiful. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. 13 kills for Psykilo. Doe with 9. Pretty even spread here for Acer. Not so as much for Wrecked. Ooh, early pick from Rise onto Klev.
That's huge.
That is huge.
You bet
They can easily take this B side of the map now. Oh man, another pick, Nadix. But Rise does get finally traded with that nade. 4 versus 3, 4 versus 2, as Nadix is able to pick up a second in the round. Long and Achilles left. Pushing out towards the B side now. Basil and Psykilo able to pick up the round. Finally, we have more than a 1-round difference between these 2 teams. It's Wrecked with 6. Oh man. Only 1 player from Wrecked posting up in this bunker area for middle. Lots of smokes, lots of nades on this side of A, but Fizz is able to find the first pick. Trying to rotate back up now out of tunnels. They swing in close, but Cherry is able to find the 2 picks onto Nadix and Fizz.
That opens the side for them.
Bunker control given up, but Klev is going to be taken down. Psykilo retaking bunker all on his own. 3 versus 2 favor in the side of Wrecked as they're able to find a trade towards the B site. Rise finding the info for his team. It's a 2 versus 1. Psykilo and Basilmaz versus Doe.
Yeah, in that situation, trades does not help you out.
Exactly. Gonna get this plant down. But now these two players from Rect, Kilo and Basil, they have to clear the entire map.
He's got to get the position.
Pushed up into back sight here. How does Doe win this? There's the nade. It's not going to kill him, but it will do damage.
A lot.
A lot of damage. Swing out. There's
Enough.
the shots, damage from both sides, but not a kill just yet until Kilo swings out. 7 rounds for Rect. They're up 3 against Acer. It's looking scary for Acer.
Oh, yeah. Every team does bleed at the end, so... Kilo really pushing kills here.
Yeah. 16. Double his second frag rise with an 8.
I guess he ends up being on a site where there's always the most action, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. You also got to take into account some of these key picks that are coming out, like Nadix getting early frags on Alley and towards mid as Fizz finds one. They know the scanner's towards A. That scanner down. Nadix, that's the picks I'm talking about. He knows scanner's down. He's calling for his teammates to rotate as the nade goes out close stack. He knows one's tunnel. He knows one's pushed out stack. Kilo able to rotate in from bunker and find one as Nadix swings in. And it's Rect with map point. They've got Miru in their pocket. What do they do to win it?
What do they do? I don't know.
I think they just play it the way they've been playing it. If they lose 1, that's okay. If they lose 2, that's okay. But they've been playing perfectly fine. They have twice the number of rounds that Acer does. It's 8-4.
Was that 3 kills for Nadix last round? Or 4? Sure.
I believe it was
3.
Yeah.
Good hold though, regardless.
Great hold. Nades towards bunker and mid. It seems like it's going to be a B push here for Acer. Swinging out mid now. Damage getting put down range onto Acer. Swing out close onto site. Does the Acer player on site help clear close? Achilles clears outside Kilo. Does he clear out the close corner? No, he doesn't. Basilmaz gets 2. He doesn't see the scanner though. The smoke comes in late. And the nade goes long. It's going to connect. And it's long dead. That scanner down on long. Doe and Cherry in a 2 versus 2. Two versus 1 now. Rise and Basilmaz to clean up the map. Rect winning the first map in the bracket reset. Rect needs 1 more map to be your champions, but Acer needs 2.
Oh, this is
scary. This is getting scary. It's real. I'm taking screenshots of that right now. Hold on. We're getting the screenshots of them vibing out.
I mean, they must feel very hyped up at this point. They are a map. They run the bracket reset, and they run the first map of the bracket reset.
Great job to both these teams.
This is absolute, cinema to watch. It's great.
We'll see what map comes up next. Mirror, though. Wow. What a game. We saw Rect just bring it back for the bracket reset, and now they've taken the first map. So now Rect is actually ahead, even though they're coming from the lower bracket. Impressive stuff. They've definitely shown why they have been at the top of this game for so long. And they're looking to show that Acer is not the champion of every game that they play.
There's always competition. Always competition.
Okay, you can't just throw in a team name pun like that, alright? Well, how am I supposed to throw in 8 Basils as a pun? How am I supposed to throw in Vortex as a pun? Am I supposed to say that fucking, Acer is getting wrapped up in a vortex by Rect?
For a good snack, yeah.
Oh, man.
Can't wait to see
a game. We're going to Mars. No, I'm just kidding.
I would vote for more to return.
We need a Mars show match. We need show matches in Vail tournaments. We need a dev show match. We need a alpha testers versus quest alpha testers match. We need some really show matches.
We might be seeing a content creator show match, but I'm not sure.
That would be pretty cool. Get everyone in there and just have a good time. Maybe do some knife and nade challenges. Have an impact only round. Man, I cannot wait for modifiers to come to customs. Modifiers
so
and customs will make this game so fun.
Just get it, quality customization in private matches. Boom.
Boom. Done.
Replayability forever.
Comp players are happy, casual players are happy, people who want to play the game in any goofy way they want and make content are happy.
You're lame.
What's up?
No. Just get a name. Team names in the right place.
Yeah, we're going in. We're going in on Kitty. This is map 2 of the series. And, oh, okay, looks like they're looking for a reset because they're on the wrong side. All right. That's fine.
They have an imposter among them.
I don't know why they'd shoot themselves then and not each other. Maybe one of the two teams is getting this up.
Well, it's also been over 8 hours, so battery life for controllers for some players might be drawing low. As much as you want to play the entire game, sometimes you have to sub out if you have the chance to.
Bring back the CV1.
These controllers that lasted forever. I loved them.
I mean, you with Oculus and Meta controllers, you can also just like switch out the batteries. With index controllers, you'd have to have a whole second pair charging on the side.
It's also more expensive to get a second pair.
True.
Use this time to warm up.
But hey, these players are in it for a big amount of money. Second place is going to walk away with a minimum of $250, and the winner is going to walk away with at least 500. So keep that in mind as we go into this map 2. Rekt is stepping forward into 500 USD right now if they win this map.
Actually, it's 1,000 for first place.
Oh, it's 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. How much total did we get in the prize pool?
1,950.
Right.
For this
second place is 500. Yep. So no matter what, these two teams are going to walk away with at least $500. But you want that 1,000. You know you want the 1,000.
Especially the split between players.
Oh yeah. Rekt on this colonist side, pushing forward towards the A site. But it seems like they're going to be baiting utility out from the side of Acer. Rekt has got to play this so careful, but do they switch up their play style in order to confuse Acer? Or do they just go with consistency and hope that Acer doesn't adapt? The late push finally comes in as Fizz finds the opening pick with a nade, and Nadix has also found an opening pick with a headshot onto Achilles. Man, Acer, how do you win this pistol? 3 versus 5, excuse me, on the retake. They don't even find the first, they find none. It's a flawless pistol from Rekt. And man, they're looking to end it now.
The 8th pistol round in the world, that one.
Wow.
I mean,
I gotta get lessons from these guys to how to play pistols, man.
It sounds easy, but it's not.
Pistols are so much more difficult in this game. You don't have V-stock to support your pistol.
I put mine in my face, and even
that's fair. Yeah. There's a few different ways to hold pistols. Obviously, you can hold it like a traditional pistol. You can also force it up against your chin or slant it a certain way. You can also brace your pistol against your other arm that's trying to hold it.
I've started doing the pop one method. Seems to work.
I've never heard of the pop one method. I haven't put time into it, so I wouldn't know.
It's alright.
We'll talk about it shortly as Buster actually gonna take out Basilmaz with that nade as Fizz finds Doe. Shots being exchanged on the backside of B site here as Taquito finds Saikilo on the push in. Cherry finding Fizz, but Fizz is able to find one of his own as Nadix swings around backside and finds Cherry for the trade. It's a 2 versus 2, Achille and Cleb versus Nadix and Rise. Both players towards waves here for Acer. How do they retake this?
They just gotta hear that.
Swing around, backside comes in, and Nadix gets one. The swing on close happens, and Rise is able to get the pick, and Nadix is pumping his fist in excitement. They've got this game.
Oh, yeah.
They know that prize is theirs.
Mm-hmm. And to say that we're going to beat the team that beat them in the first place earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
That must be upsetting.
Revenge.
Looks like they're doing more of a...
Yeah, they're slanting towards B. I mean, it's what won them their last rifle round, so why not run it again, you know?
Run until it breaks.
Run it until it's broken, but it looks like one is flanking up here behind. It is going to be Clev pushing up behind. Ali finds Psykilo, and Cherry's able to find Fizz with that nade. Clev pushing up even further, finding 2 more! Nadix gets the trade, but he's dead as Basilmaz is all on his own, finding the first in a 1v4. 3 left, Cherry, Taquito, and Achilles versus Basilmaz. Basil alone on this lurk towards A. He's got to recover the scanner in front of White Wall, as well as find 3 picks.
How does the captain do it?
I don't know. But Cherry is playing close right of Cave on rebar. The good nade to do damage. The swing is there, but not the pick.
Someone's flanking him.
Cherry getting lit from that nade. Oh, and more nade damage. Does he swing it? He does, but Achilles is still going to win the fight.
That was a nice attempt.
I mean, listen. Rekt is on Colonist here. If they get 4 rounds, they can 100% win it.
Mm-hmm.
Early nade towards A main. Doesn't connect with anyone. Oh, but Clev is going to find Basil with another nade. Fast push on the long here. Who decides to swing it? As Fizz finds Doe, but Achilles has the trade onto Rise. Backside's about to be swung, and it's going to be a trade backside. That site opened up if Clev gets taken out here, and it's a trade. 2 players left alive for Acer, so it's another round for them. 2-2 now. Oh, man. Correct. Their reins are being pulled right now. They need to get at least 4 on this half to be in a good position. They got 5 last time around. Can they do at least 4 this time?
Looks like a change of pace Rekt here as they put 4 towards A and 1 lurking towards B. Could this work out?
Looks like they're just waiting out the utility now. Rekt is very scared of those early nades on A side. And now since there's no presence towards B,
they will think it's
Doe
clear.
is pushed up. Yeah, Basil needs to find Doe here. If Basil finds Doe, they might think it's still a B push, but the push comes in too soon, and Doe needs to get picked out here by Basilmaz. There's shots, and no kill just yet. Basil already left alone, his entire team decimated on the A push. And they know his position, playing close here. Taquito going in for the swing, finds the hedge on the Basilmaz. Acer's ahead in the series for the first time in a long time. Wow, Acer finally bringing it back. Just like I said, reeling the reins in of Rekt.
If you're going to be lurking, you should be lurking closer, a little bit closer to your team. Unless you can find a pick. If you can find a pick, then great. Run with your team. Run back to your team.
D-slant here, 1 up close. Psykilo not able to find anyone, but Basilmaz does find Doe. It's 4 versus 4 now. As a close alley swing comes in. Clev trying to shoot through the smoke, finds a trade with Fizz. As it's still 2-2 on this main push towards B.
Rest their cave. It's up to Basil Mess again.
Basil in the 1v2. What does he do here? Taquito and Cherry.
Well, maybe the nade throw?
I don't know. We'll see.
Anybody.
Both these players are in good positions. Taquito and Cherry versus Basil Maz. Cherry's making an awful lot of noise, but does he know Taquito's in sight? Basil may find a free pick on Taquito here if he's careful. There's the free pick. 1 versus 1. Cherry versus Basil. 30 seconds on the clock, and Cherry's just going to be crouching behind this backside push. Basil's cleared out sight. He knows Cherry has to be back. Cherry goes to the swing, but Basil wins the 1v2, and it's a 3-3 scoreline.
Master work from Basil.
Wow.
Clearing one angle at a time, and then making sure he doesn't get exposed from too many angles, too.
Absolutely crazy. More B presence here from Wrecked. But there's only 2 players on the B site right now. Achilles going to be rotating in, but he is smoked off. If he goes in that smoke, he reveals his position fully. As there's good shots from Fizz as he's traded out. Basil does hear the 1 player behind him. But does he get taken out from behind by Clev?
Basil could do huge things here.
Basil not going to find Achilles. Unfortunate. It's a 2-on-2 with Scanner on site. Nadix and Rise versus Achilles and Clev.
I'm getting a deja vu here.
Yeah. It's looking like the same round, but does Acer win this one? Nade into sight. Not going to clear anybody. They're not expecting the swing, but they still get the pick anyways. Clev finds 1, but it's Rise and Achilles to trade. Clev gonna get the defuse, and Acer gonna be up to 4 rounds.
Oh.
All good.
It's all good.
Plenty of time.
Whew. Oh,
okay, okay.
Okay, don't do it.
Yeah.
Imagine.
No, he's got it. He started before 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's playing on thin ice.
Whoa, Clev. Whoa, Clev. What's going on there, man?
If it ties up 4-4, this is a good thing for Rack. So.
Another B-slant here from Wrecked. Good smoke onto Doe. Gonna reveal his position as Basil Maz gets the forced fight. And these players are rotating in real quick. B-site's gonna be immediately pinched, and Wreck is picking up the pace. Clev trying to come in to support his team from behind, but Fizz takes out Taquito on the site. Site has been completely cleared as Saikilo finds 1. Clev tries to go in for the trade, but it's not gonna be enough. Saikilo with 2, and it's Wrecked 4-4.5. That's exactly what they needed as we switch sides. Acer onto Colonist, and Wrecked onto Rayab.
Yeah, this is
It's too close, man. It's too close.
I just want to watch. I don't want to say anything. But watching these teams play together is just beautiful. Like, for not playing it for once, just
watching, absorbing how all these players do the magic that they do.
And learning why we lose to them sometimes.
Oh, that was a close nade onto Arches. You saw that. Doe actually going to get that entry pick onto Saikilo with a nade, as 1 player from Acer is already up on waves, but it is an A push at the end of the day. Nadix and Basil Maz versus 5. They find the first pick in the clutch. But can they find any more? Doe going to take out Basil Maz. It's all down to Nadix in the 1v4.
Can he keep the Wrecked pistol clutch streak?
Don't know.
Has to find 4 with 30 seconds left. I mean,
There's the first.
There's the first.
Shots on the second, but Achilles is going to take him out. That PL doing work for all these players. Such a strong gun.
Thank God it was switched.
Thank God. But rest in peace, Naoko. Shout out to my homie Naoko. They did him dirty with the pistol.
I know.
I strive for the day that we have guns and customs.
Never lose your hope.
Never lose my hope. And if I do lose my hope, just go and develop a new game. 4 players pushing towards this A side, looking for a new hope for Acer. They want to stay ahead, and they're going to look to do it on this A site. Rise going to be the only one playing back here, as Fizz is on the other side of the map, as well as Saikilo not able to rotate in just yet to help. Shots A main as Fizz is able to take out Taquito on B. That is big. That's all of Acer's B presence gone, and Clev now has to worry about the flank. That nade stopping the push, as it's a quiet mid-round here between Acer and Rekt. Saikilo with a nade on the long, as Dildo takes out Rise, and takes out a second Doe. Saikilo able to get a frag, but he is taken out by Doe. Unfortunate, as the site is now given up. Trying to find a pick before Plant goes down, and no shots are connecting. Basil scared for his life, hiding in this corner now, waiting for his teammate to come and support him. It is Nadix and Basil Maz versus 2. Swinging out close here. They find a trade, and it's all down to Cherry versus Basil. How does the round end? Cherry has run all the way to B site, as Basil is unaware of where any of these players can be.
He's gonna get a free plant.
Yeah, he gets the free plant, and now there's only 45 seconds for not only Basil to get to the other side of the map, but to clear every single angle on B site.
It's the time machine.
Oh yeah. You could say it's a time vortex, I guess. I slipped it in, I told you. I told you. Close here. Cherry, gonna go for the swing. Can Basil win this clutch? He needs to clear his close corner. He needs to clear his close corner! And he's not going to. Cherry picking up the round. Acer finally 2 rounds ahead.
Cracker's gonna get back at you soon.
Pretty even spread of kills here for Acer, not so much for Rekt. Rise has started to fall off a bit. We'll need to see what he can do here to pick up the slack for his team. Acer opting for a very heavy B side as Basil is pushed up alley, but Clev is going to take him out with the Vityaz. Nades in close. Not going to find anyone, but Cherry is going to find Nadix with his own nade. A hard push as Fizz is taken out on backside, and it's looking like it's going to be another round for Acer. Doe taking out Rise. It's all down to Saikilo, but Cherry finds the pick on that as well.
What a shutdown. They gotta learn to counter the aggression from Acer. It's really taken them by surprise, and they can't really counter it too much.
Yeah, these nades are getting big entry picks for Acer. I mean, throughout this entire series, including the bracket reset, we saw that entry picks and early frags were a really big deal in deciding who won the round, but now that the nades are going in the favor of Acer, they're winning these rounds. But Viz and Nadix, they're going to push forward, and they're going to find the picks that they want, as well as Basil. Finding Clev.
They gotta work the
2 players pushing out long. Carry and Achilles. They've got to get through this quick. They've got to come in before these Rekt players rotate in. But it's already too late. Rise has found Cherry on the flank, and it's Achilles all alone in the 1v5. Not even going to find one, as it's a flawless round from Rekt. That's what they need to switch the momentum up. That's what they need to put things in their favor.
Yep.
7 for Acer. Rekt is on the back foot here, but remember, Rekt does still have another map in their pocket if they need it. If Rekt win here, they win the tournament. If Acer win here, we go to the final map of the entire tournament.
So there's a lot more pressure on Acer's shoulder right here, so they can feel the heat.
But then again, Rekt, they don't want to keep playing. They need to take a break. You're starting to get that player burnout, even though it's the grand finals. And it's going to be a fast A take from Acer. Nades are flying in through these smokes, but not going to connect with anyone as Saikilo finds Doe on the entry pick. That's first frag going in favor of Rekt. Let's see if Rekt wins the round because of it, as Fizz finds a trade. Clev and Achilles pushing forward. It's going to be 3 versus 3 as Fizz comes in on the flank to find Achilles. 3 versus 2. Players abandoned on site, but one behind Fizz. Does he realize? Not yet. He's in his own world.
Trades out.
Oh, man. Cherry in the 1v2. Fizz should know his position.
He's making noise.
Fizz should know, and it's a trade. A round for Rekt as we're 6-7. The gap has been closed. We're 1 round differential between these two teams. Rekt. They have completely shattered that expectation that Acer is going to be far, far ahead this map. Acer thought that they had it in the bag because they were so far ahead, but the rounds are starting to slip. Like I said, the past 2 rounds, Rekt gets those opening picks, they win the round. The Acer gets the opening pick, Acer wins the round, even if there's an immediate trade.
Yep.
Whoever's getting these opening picks wins the round. Oh, let's see if anyone dies to these nades here. Nadix traversing backside to avoid the minefield that is raining down upon top of him. As he swings out and tries to find the pick cave, he does find Achilles. That's the entry dead, as Clev and Fizz are able to find their own picks on waves. Taquito finds another to even it up, 3-3. But how do they keep control of this side of the map? Taquito able to pick up Taquito. Close on those steps.
3-2.
3-2. Close here on bridge. Does Clev find Rise? Rise swings out and finds Clev. 1 versus 3 here for Cherry. It's looking like a 7-7 tie up for Acer versus Rekt. All alone in waves, immediately getting flanked. His position is known as Rise takes shots up waves. Cherry still making footsteps. And Rise knows. Rise knows to just set up in the skate park position where Cherry cannot do anything.
Does he have scanner?
He does. Cherry has scanner.
You could literally run to site right now and get a plan, but
he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. And Nadix is slowly going to be rotating in. Cherry is looking for any pick here before he plants, but there's only 30 seconds, and time pressure is coming in now. And the clock ticks. 45 seconds for Rekt to find their 7th round or Acer to find their 8th, relying on this one player to clutch. They're waiting for all 3. They're so confident that they should win this round that they're all taking their time. Clearing out towards main, and Cherry finds the first one to Rise. It's a 1 versus 2. He's watching on the site. He takes shots. They know he's Valley. Both players have swung him. He finds the second. Can he find the third? It's Nadix versus Cherry. 15 seconds on the clock.
He's gonna play time.
Nadix does not have time to push. Nadix does not have time to push. And Acer have secured their 8th round. There's no time. Rekt not gonna get it. That's so unfortunate. And they needed to just get on the scanner while one covered.
And when it was a 3v1 like this, you have a free body to block your shots.
Exactly.
And one to hunt him.
As soon as they know he's playing towards main and Valley, they just need to long arm that defuse and cover the Valley swing. But sadly, they decide to go for the fight option because they have all 3 players alive and they just get picked off one by one.
Sometimes this is why I carry a smoke. I don't use it for diffusing.
Oh yeah. Acer, map point, but not series point. Rekt still has the opportunity if we do go to Miru.
Basil's
early utility out cave, and I'd like to note that that was the first time that Rekt lost a round where they got the opening pick. But Taquito has gotten the opening pick this round, and B has already been given up. Good trade from Basil Maz. 4-4 now.
But Acer got side control, totally.
Shots out on Arches. Taquito finding Fizz as Aikilo finds Doe. Scanner goes down. It's a 3 versus 3 where all 3 players of Acer are trapped on the site. This nade from Basil Maz could be huge. This nade from Basil could be huge. It's Basil with the nade onto Cherry. It's a 3 versus 2. They just need to not choke the backside swing as they find a trade onto Achilles. It's a Taquito versus Basil Maz. The captain of Rex. Can he save his team? In Katie. Time is ticking. 12 seconds to get on the scanner. Swinging around backside. How does Taquito manage to win this? He's playing time. 5 seconds to get on the scanner. But there's no time, Basil! You have to get on the scanner! There's no time!
No,
is there enough time? 1 second difference! 1 second difference!
1 second difference!
Acer! They win Kitty in an intense 1v1. And we're going to the final map of the tournament after a bracket reset of Rect and Acer. Don't go anywhere. Oh, man. That is the most intense 1v1 I've ever watched in this game. Ever.
Yeah.
Basil getting the pick for his team, but 1 second, less than 1 second too late for the scanner. And we're on Suna immediately. We're into it. I'm shaking from that, man. That is tense.
The past 2 rounds has been because the scanner was just flat open.
Yeah.
But
this is a grand final for the ages. This is so worth it.
We haven't had this in a while, so savor it.
And I'll have to ask Seismic, our tournament organizer, our TO, if we've ever seen a bracket reset like this in Crest before.
And I'm proud to be part of this as well.
Oh, man. Looks like we're going to be seeing Acer push fast onto this B site. But there's an immediate trade. Coughs in the smoke as it seems to just be a bait. 3 versus 4. Rect are up on the Rayab side. Do they win this pistol round, though?
Fizz with the kill. Let's lurk.
Yeah. 4 versus 2 now.
They should know it's a rotation.
Basil hears them. Does he go for the swing? No, he doesn't. He plays safe. He waits for his team. He swings in on the second player and gets the headshot onto Nikito. He swings backside, and the captain missing the last 1v1, but taking this 2v1.
No
Rex
fear.
Picking up the first round. He wants this. He needs to make up for it.
All of Crest League and all of the games that we've ever played, we've never had a bracket reset. Period. We've also never had a match that is 6 maps in a dual best-of-3 series. So this is
a first.
This is history.
This is also the most maps played in a dual best-of-3 series ever.
Wow.
I mean, that just goes to show how both teams are equally skilled, and they all won it.
Veil history.
We've not seen them.
Oh, early shots from Rise. What a genius swing. He saw the second player there. He knows it's a can towards A here. As 2 players swing out for mate, it's the aggression once again into Pillars, and Skinner is down in Pillars. It's a mere of 3 maps ago.
Same spot.
Same exact spot. 5 versus 3. Rect is up and looking to end this game.
I mean, look at the ground they have to run to.
The amount of ground they have to cover is absurd. Scanner's down. They've got it on hold. Achilles finds Saikilo. And Taquito finds Nadix. We're down to a 3v3, but there's only a minute on the clock. Not only do they have to find this scanner in an unorthodox position, but they have to clear out all the angles that have never been practiced before. Achilles getting taken out by Rise. Difficult angle to clear because of the verticality, but Doe is there with the trade. How do they clear out the player on window? It's Taquito to find Fizz, getting over aggressive, and now it's Basil. Once again, the captain in a 1v2. Can he find a player after picking up the scan? Yes, he can, and he knows the other player has the scan. He's tagged. It's Doe with less than half HP versus Basil on full health. There has to be a perfect headshot here. There has to be a clean headshot from Doe to win this round for Acer. 1-to-1, the nade, not gonna connect, but he swings out on concrete as Doe finds the 1v1. Even though he's down on health, even though he's down, he knows that his position has been given up. He wins the 1v1 despite it all. 1-to-1.
That's crazy.
Acer versus Rect, this is our final map.
You know what's even crazier? It's the second time that the scanner's been put there and the attacking team still won, somehow.
Absolutely crazy. Oh, man, imagine if Doe just backs up that round. He dies to the nade instead. Just 1 second makes the difference there. We've got shots down mid, but no presence yet. Clev finding the pick onto Fizz with that nade. Their mid player dead, and Nadix towards B also found dead. Dead on arrival. Psychelo coughing in the smoke. The nades are going to try to clear him out, as it's 2 players, 1 below him, and 1 pushing him fast. Psychelo not going to clear below him, but the Cat players get taken out as Vail finds one of his own. It's a 2 versus 2. We've cleaned up this round. At least that's what Rekt is saying to themselves. There's a chance for them to win it. There's always a chance for them to win it.
Especially when 1 guy on ramp. Oh, they decided to rotate out, though, so... They're hearing
and
this
selected. Good nade, good nade, good nade! Oh, but it just barely goes overhead, and it's not gonna find Scanner in mid. Here comes the swing. They've got to hear the footsteps.
Achilles with the lurk, though, could prove to be painful.
Rise has got to be hearing this main push here. Rise has got to watch his back. Vail knows! But Rise is taken out. It's Vail once again versus Cherry.
30 seconds remaining.
We saw him face Doe last round, but last time around, this 1v1 was a little bit different. Different positions that Vail has to clear. He's got to know that he's sandwich. He's got to know that Cherry is playing time, playing for the swing off this. And Vail plays close. He goes in for the swing, but Cherry's going to find the shots. He shoots the body. He's better. He knows he deserves that win, and it's 2-1 in favor of Acer. Rekt on the back foot now of the entire series.
Yeah, this is too tight. The comfort for any teams always ends up in a 1v1 most of the time, and it's just like it's an aim duel at this point.
Oh, Nadix finding the opening pick. Let's see if that translates into a round win as he finds a second. Trade onto Taquito after Taquito takes out Psychelo.
There's those 2 picks you mentioned.
4 versus 3 as A-Main gets smoked off. They know that there can no longer be an early flank. Vail finds a pick onto Clev. 4 versus 2.
You really don't know where to go.
I mean, they have a minute to work with, right?
Both sides has 2 players. That's all they need.
Yep. Nade towards B. And there's a swing. Nadix and Achilles finding the trade.
He knows 1 more as Scanner.
Yep. And there's the shot from Fizz. Beautiful work. 2 rounds for Rekt. Tying it back up. This series is as tight as it can get.
You know, one thing I wish is to be able to hear their comms for a split second.
I mean,
have a feature that you can hear the comms.
I'm just saying, if we do some tournament rules, ideas, tournament TO, if we do some Discord requirements, we can do live listen-ins on the teams.
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while. He's going overhead as Vail pushes forward and finds 2. Does he find the next player on Cat? No, he doesn't, but it doesn't matter because Rise finds his own pick. 3 versus 2, man advantage for Rekt, as it's an attempt at a B push for Acer.
Rekt knows where both players are too.
And Taquito's taken out by Nadix.
And no last one is on Cat.
The best aimer in the game for a reason. 3 versus 1. And there's no opportunity here for Cherry. Rekt knows where Scanner is. Rekt knows how to lock this down. And Rise is just listening for any noise cues for a lurk. Cherry pushing underpass now. If Rise decides to peek, Cherry would be dead. He opts to clear a main, but doesn't clear underpass. As Cherry's playing close under. Is he aware of the Cat player? footstep on site. Nadix knows, and Nadix finds the headshot onto Cherry. Pristine positioning, pristine aim, pristine comms. Everything is coming together for Rekt right now. 9 kills already for Basil. Wow. Absolutely leading his team. If he's not the MVP of this tournament, I don't know who is.
Yeah, we had a lot of standout players every once in a while, but Basil always seems to clutch it up.
Yeah, Basil's being consistently strong. Even though he hasn't won every single 1v1, he has been extremely consistent and putting in the work. Rise, finding a trade with Kleb to open up this round as there's a push onto long. Let's see how Basil reacts to this long push as he finds the first nade onto Taquito. Can he find the second? Ooh, the shots go out, but Cherry's able to find 2 as he entries out main. Swinging in a sandwich. Now there's 2 players pushing backside onto Basil, but he's wrapped around the front. Nadix now able to help cover as Achilles and Doe. They're swapped out on backside here. Oh, both players finding their individual picks. And that's 3 for Acer. 3-3, as close as a grand final can get.
The $1,000 match couldn't get any closer. This is pushing lower tons. Basil and Rise, let's get 2 picks though. Kilo gets a 3rd.
Good work. Rekt up with man advantage, and it looks like a clean round. Oh, Nadix goes for that swing and finds Taquito. Good work from him, but Cherry's able to find a trade.
Well, he knows where they're at now, so...
Oh, Cherry with 2 more, but Kilo able to take him out at the end of the day. Good work. Three players from Acer pushing towards long. We'll see what they do here as nades are equally exchanged. 3 players towards B for Rekt. 4. Oh, that nade gonna do good damage to Cherry. As he's aware of the close push, and Kilo finds the pick. 3 smokes to split this B site in half. As Nadix finds one of his own, but is immediately traded out by Taquito. 4 versus 3 as the shots come out. 1 backside. It's going to be Rise to find Taquito. Keep in mind, Klev is on the A side of the map. He finds the spam through and finds Rise. It's a 2 versus 2. They know this side of the map is clear.
They have to know this. They have to rotate because the last time they played and waited too long to rotate out.
Oh, man. 2 versus 2, a scary proposition. But no plant just yet. They need to rotate in and get it first. Scan starts.
Biz low. Psycho half HP.
Both players pushing from ramp. They're trying to guarantee a trade here if either player swings. Oh, there's the first trade. As it's all down to Fizz. 1 HP versus Doe. Perfect smoke onto Sandwich. Does he spam through? 1 bullet would end the round. But Fizz hasn't gone for it yet.
It's coughing.
Oh, if Fizz gets touched once, he's dead here. The swing out. Oh, he tries to go for the blind shot, but Doe is going to win it.
We're switching sides.
Another...
Fair.
Fair.
No word from production. No listen-ins. At least not now. Maybe we'll get it in the future.
Maybe.
Switching sides, 4-4. We have Acer on the Rayab side. Rekt on the Colonist side as Doe finds the first pick on the Psychelo while Rekt is pushing out fast. Fizz finds Doe, but there's another trade out as Achilles finds 3 quick headshots with the PL. That weapon is deadly on long.
Very
all
deadly.
lined up. Impressive work. Five rounds now for Acer. As we enter our final half of this tournament. Oh man, 1-1 in this final series. This map decides it all. Who takes home 1,000? Who takes home 500?
Suna is always the map decider for most teams. So
crazy. Fizz. Let's see what he's up to. He normally is the player to fight mid here versus Clev. We'll have to see where that nade goes. No utility kills just yet. One player up, Cat. We'll have to see how Rekt responds. They're trying to clear out this both sides of the map at once, but Doe finds the first pick onto Fizz in mid. Basil now lurking lower tons. Does he find the refrag? Psychelo picking up Cherry. It's a good pick in the round, but they've still got more work to do. It's 4 versus 4. And there's no clear goal yet for Rekt. It looks like they might want to go A here on a late flank.
looks like the actual attack might be pushing from A here. It's a late attack.
Yeah, it is a late push out. Achilles finds a trade with Basil, but there is still one on A. It's going to be Doe to find Nadix traded out by Rise. 1 versus 2 here for Taquito.
Someone got mid control.
Yep.
He might play patient. If he plays patient,
oh man.
Taquito's aware.
It looks like Taquito is aware of Psychelo's presence here in mid.
That's enough to waste his time.
It is enough to waste his time. Taquito has to keep going. But Rise is just going to be posted up in backside here. Waiting. He runs around the corner. He baits sound, and he knows he's not on the scanner. Coming in, shots from the side. Psychelo takes out Taquito, and it's 5-5.
You don't push the guy by yourself. You wait for him to go past you, be concerned with the scanner. And when he tries to defuse, he's out in the open.
Should we get a post view?
With the captain?
We can do a short, like, drag him in here for 5 minutes, and we'll be good. Slow push here up from Cat. Psychelo spotting 1. That's big. The nades are going to set in now that there's been presence shown. And Psychelo taken out by a perfect nade by Cherry. Cherry's now going to aggress out of Cat to try to find another pick. And Fizz is pushed up on the smoke here. Does Cherry find him? Oh, he spots the outline. Or does he not? Nade goes overhead. But Fizz is already safe in lower tons. One coming up to support Fizz. It's going to be Basil. The lead, the captain. In a 5 versus 4, how does Rekt find a pick here in order to get back into the round? Close shots. One's going to swing out from underpass, and it's Clev to find Basil and Fizz. Cleaning up the round. Rise and Nadix left in a 2 versus 5. What do they do here? They pivot towards B. They go for the fast play. And they opt that the best idea is to just frag out as Taquito finds the headshot from Sandbags. Not able to find the second, but Nadix is getting bombarded with frags as well as gunshots. 6 rounds for Acer, 5 for Rekt. We're closing in on the end of this game.
Yeah. Oh man. Both team really wants it, and as we come to the end of the game, it's only gonna get spicier.
Early shots. Cherry's gonna find Saikilo with the Vityaz. As Clev tries to find shots on the cross, but it's Basil to find Taquito. Lots of nades raining in here on the site, but nobody is gonna die from them. Good work avoiding those nades from Rekt. As two players from Acer are pushing down towards these smokes. They're spotted. Rise almost whiffs, but he does find the kill at the end of the day.
They're
now
starting to flood in.
Post plant. Cherry finds Rise, but there is a trade from both Biz and Nadix. It's all down to Achilles in a 1 versus 3.
He's been
Coming
spotted.
in from long. Yeah.
He's hurt a bit. He has to pull a miracle here to win here. And just like that, Nags like swings in. All you need is for him to be distracting one person, and the guy that can swing him just does it. Six, we're tied up again.
Heavy B presence here from Rekt. Do they get shut down by nades? Saikilo will get shut down by a nade from Cherry on Catwalk. As there's a nade to try to stop the long cross. Fizz is taken out. It's 5 versus 3 in favor of Acer.
Oh, Clev can do something here.
Oh, pushing through, but Rise takes out Clev. Two players inside the smokes. Taquito takes out Rise, but there's an immediate trade from Nadix. Nadix gets taken out by Doe in an immediate trade as well, as it's all down to Basil in the 1v3. Playing on B ramp here, looking to find the pick on cross. He knows a player is ladder. And it's a swing onto sight. It's a trade. 7 for Acer, 6 for Rekt. How do you win it now? 2 rounds left for Acer to win, 3 for Rekt. The difference, it's not too far.
It's not too far, but at the same time, that is 5 less kills for Acer they need to win.
Yeah, that's true. They're also on the back foot at the very end of a series, which is very, very stressful.
Looks like they're gonna commit all 5 towards B.
This could be dangerous for Rekt here. This is a risky play, considering that Acer have been making good plays to retake this site. There's a swing. Nadix finds one, but Clev and Achilles find one of their own as well. Man advantage hands it over to Acer. It's going to be a 4 versus 3. Swinging now close. Basil, the captain, finding another. But Fizz is finding a trade onto Cherry after Cherry finds Rise. One player on ladder here for Acer. The Rekt players should have heard him push up, as it's a 2 versus 2. Doe and Achilles versus Basil and Fizz.
Does he know?
He's got to hear the cat push. He knows that he's cat. And he swings out. Fizz finds one. It's a 2 versus 1 now. The last player on cat, they know where he is. And he's playing on the perfect close angle. Swings out close, finds Fizz, but there's no swing. But Basil, he swings in late. It doesn't matter. He still finds the kill, and it's 7-7. 2 rounds to decide the champion of your February Crest League 5v5s. Oh, man. The clock is ticking. The rounds are counting down. There's a maximum of 3 rounds left.
I am very, very curious as to how many total rounds has been played in this entire tournament.
We'll have to go over it. I'm sure we can get the stats from the match confirmations and all that.
Or at least the series that we're watching right now.
Yeah. Rekt slowing it down this time around, having a player lurk up towards mid. Nades come out on long. They baited out all the utility. 4 nades, 5 nades. That's a wait. 1 swings Ninja. Clev finds the nade onto Nadix, as there's 2 players playing towards. Oh, 1 run past. Who ran past? It's Cherry to push out of the smoke and find Saikilo, but Basil's able to swing around and find Achilles as Cherry takes out Fizz with a trade from Rise. It's a 2 versus 2. Basil and Rise versus Clev and Doe. Presence still on long here. Scanner is down on the cross. Not even on ramp. It's out in the open. Basil finding Clev. 2 versus 1. 1 versus 1.
One.
Every single round coming down to this. Basil. Carrying his team. He hears the drop noise. He hears the drop noise, but he's not going to get the kill. Doe able to pick it up and give map and series point to Acer.
Championship point,
8-7.
Dude,
wow.
If this goes in 8-8,
it's going to go 8-8. It's got to go 8-8.
I'm going to faint, bro.
My head's getting light. I'm losing my voice, man. It's over.
We have never seen a series quite like this.
No, this is quite literally Vail history right now. Vail competitive history is being made, and you are watching it live. Another B push, even though they lost last round. Baiting out the util very heavily this time, playing very far back. Shots from Taquito onto Fizz. That's an unfortunate first pick as more nades rain in. They're clearing out the smoke. Wide shots as Taquito finds a second in the round. It's looking like it could be over unless there's huge potential coming out from somebody like Rise entering into sight. There's another one on site. They've heard the footsteps. They go in for the swing. Cherry's able to find Nadix. Can Rise get the trade that he needs?
They need to watch their flanks. They need to watch their flanks.
Yep, there's one coming in on flank. It's going to be Clev pushing it on the flank as Basil finds one. Are they aware of the flank? No, they aren't. Shots go out, but he whips, and he's able to find the kill at the end of the day. Basil.
All Rise. Save
dead.
it.
And it's all Rise in a 1v3. Acer about to be crowned your champions as there's 2 players B long. Swings out for the first, but it's not going to happen. Acer taking back the crown, taking back the series after a bracket reset from Rect. The closest and longest game in Vail history you have ever seen.
Oh my god.
Acer walking home with $1,000.
Another $1,000.
$500. Wow.
Hey, listen, 500 is still 500. I would not be.
But you can't give up the series after that. 9-7 is too close. What a game.
I just want more of this in my life. I want to see more tournaments goes like this in the future.
Absolutely crazy.
This is why we love Vail, and this is why we wanted to see it succeed.
Note, Rect, I don't think was predicted to be in the finals.
Not at all.
So not only did they push farther than anyone thought they would, they also challenged Acer, which everyone thought was unbeatable at one point in every title, in every VR title. Acer, as much as I want to say congratulations, there is now some work to be done. There is now some studying to be done.
There is competition.
Yeah, there is competition now for not only Acer, but for Determined, for 8 Basils, for Rect. They're all up in arms against each other. Anyone can win now, and that has been shown today.
And with a LAN in place for VRML this summer, everything is gonna come down to that. It's gonna be huge. There's a lot to earn here.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get 90 rounds.
90 rounds. That
90
is
rounds of casting. My throat, man.
I'm doing okay, and I still want to do more.
Just the grand final. 90 rounds. We've got Achilles coming in shortly.